Okay, so hi all. We have another question here. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Visible, no? Okay. So we have a question here. One of our participant has posted. So we'll be discussing that question today. So let me copy the question. Hmm. And this question I have discussed, I think, more or less in each and every batch. Okay. This is the question. So you have to write a query. You have to write a SQL query to find. I will request everyone to go to please switch off your video. Don't want to repeat the same thing. Please switch off your video and be on mute. If you have any question, you can please unmute and you can ask. So write a SQL query to find the student name who will receive the consistency award. Consistency award will be given to only those students who have scored more than 85 in both physics and chemistry. First of all, is the question clear? Okay,
Yes,
let
sir.
me give you this. So what all ad hoc sessions I am taking? So I will keep all those sessions in this Excel sheet. If it is required, I will share with you. One thing I want to tell you, everyone, I know many of my students, they are copying my assignment questions and they are sharing on LinkedIn. So please, please try to refrain doing that. Okay. If I'm posting some question on LinkedIn, you can do that. I don't have any concern. Okay. That is fine. But if you take something from assignment and if you're posting on the LinkedIn, so I think that's not appreciable. Okay. So I don't want to call out the name, so, but please take care of it. So this is a student table. Now the question is write a query to find the student who will receive the consistency award. So in a school or college, they are giving the consistency award. So the consistency award will be given to those students who have scored more than 85 in both physics and chemistry. Then only you will get the consistency award. So from this data, can you tell me who should get the consistency award? A, B, C, or D?
A.
A will get the consistency award, right? Because A is the one who has scored greater than 85 in both physics as well as chemistry. Okay. Why in many colleges or school they give consistency award? Because they want to see the consistent performer, and that is why many times when you appear for interview, so in many companies they will check your marks from 10th standard onwards, that whether your performance is consistent or not, or you are occasional hard worker. Okay, so if you have scored 70, 70, 75, 65, so that is consistent. In one semester you scored 90, other semester you scored 60. That's not a good indicator of your performance. Okay. So from that thought, I created this question. And again, many businesses, they have that concept of privileged customer, premium customer, right? So that is again the same funda is there. They will check that their purchasing behavior, even if they are purchasing just something for 1,000, but if they're consistent, so they are their premium customers. Okay. So yeah, that is what we have to find. So first of all, when I ask this question, so many of my students, they think that, okay, I have to write this query where marks greater than 85. And when they execute this query, so this is the output. Many candidates, they think that, okay, this question is simple and they run this query. But the problem here is if you will execute this query, so this is the output, I agree. But here, do you think this is the correct output? No, this is not the correct output, right? This is not the correct output. It has given A, C, and D. But do you think A, C, and D are the one who will get the consistency award? Of course, no, right? But why this query is not giving the expected output? Although the condition is the mark should be greater than 85. I have given marks greater than 85 now. Then why it is not giving the output? Any thought, anyone? Any idea?
I
Why?
think it is just
Because we
concentrating on greater than
repeated
85.
student name cross rows.
Okay. There is a very
Maybe
important. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. We need to check the subject of both the marks.
Okay, fine. See, here actually it indicates one of the core behavior of SQL engine. The core behavior is when the engine will pick this table student, how it will perform this operation marks greater than 85. Always do remember one important thing, the core behavior of your SQL engine. Always SQL engine scans the table record by record. It will pick this record. It will check this condition greater than 85 or not. Then it will, okay, this is greater than 85. This is selected. Then it will go to the next record. Is this greater than 85 or not? Yes, it is greater than 85. Selected. So SQL engine always scans record by record. First record, it will check the condition. Second record, it will check the condition. Third record, it will check the condition. But here, as per this question, just record by record, you cannot take any decision. Here, what you have to do, if you are considering a particular student, then you have, suppose if you are considering the student A, so what you have to do, you have to stop here. And for this, you have to check both the marks, means manually if someone is doing, so what you will do, you will stop there and you will check both the marks. If both of them are satisfying the condition greater than 85, then only you have to take decision, no? If I'm not talking from SQL perspective, if manually I have to solve this question, what I will do? I will stop here at A. I will check the marks of B, marks of physics, marks of chemistry. Are they both greater than 85? Yes, they both are greater than 85. Then I will take a decision that, okay, is A will get the consistency what, right? But your SQL engine has this limitation. It cannot stop at one particular record and it cannot take two records at the same time and take judgment. First of all, is this point clear? Got it? So that is why this query will fail, because it will take one record, it will take the decision. Second record will take the decision. But in our question, we have to write a query in such a way that that SQL engine has to stop here. It has to check both the records. If they both are satisfying, then it has to proceed further. Now, then here you will tell me that, Tanveer, I can add the condition that subject, even if you write subject in physics, comma chemistry, this will not make any sense here. Let me execute this. You're getting the same output. Because here you are just telling that please consider only physics or chemistry subject. So if you then will come to the first record, this is physics, fine. Next record, this is chemistry. Okay, it will pick this. But here the thing is, engine has to stop here. It has to pick two records. It has to stop here. It has to pick two records and then take some decision. So that is the main challenge in this question, that how you will educate the SQL engine that for each student, check both the physics and chemistry, then take any decision, right? So I will go one by one. So one solution which I have seen in the group, someone has written, 1 minute, let me copy the solution. What was the first solution? Yeah, this was the first solution. I think Vivek has given this solution. So this was the first solution. Let me execute this. Do you think this is correct output? Yes, output is correct, right? We are getting the student link. Okay, let's try to understand this query, how it is getting executed. So this is our solution. Here, first of all, again, go with the core concept, like how the order of execution works. First of all, which keyword will be executed?
From student.
From.
You all know this, good. Engine will take a copy from here. It will keep it in the temporary memory, which is nothing but the kitchen, right? After from which keyword?
Where?
Where? Very
condition.
good. We'll go to where. What is the task of where? To apply filter. You want to apply filter on this marks column. You want to apply greater than 85. The engine will check here the records which are greater than 85. So these two records are greater than 85. Then this is greater than 85. This is greater than 85. Correct? So after where we will get this set of records. Hope this is clear to everyone. Okay.
Yes.
Now, then what engine will do after where which keyword?
Select
Group
if
by.
there are no
Group
conditions.
by.
Group by, right? We have from, then, join, on,
On
where,
group by.
group by, adjacent to this is a function, then having,
Order by. Limit.
and then here you have window function as well after having once the filter is applied. I will leave that. Okay, so from is done, where is done, then group by. Group by name. What is the task of group by? To
Creating
create
unique buckets.
unique buckets. So you are creating unique buckets based on which column?
Name.
Name. So this will be one bucket A, then C, then D. Is this clear? I'm proceeding little bit fast because I believe you all know this, right? We have discussed a number of times in our regular class. So A, then C, then D. These are the three buckets. Okay. Now in this bucket, engine will see that okay, it is count of subject. There is an aggregate function. That is why adjacent to group by I have written aggregate. The engine will understand that okay, I have to derive count of subject. So to derive the aggregate function, what engine will do first? Segregation of data, then aggregation, if you remember. Segregation and then aggregation. So here in segregation, what you want to segregate? This subjects. So this physics, you will keep in which bucket? A. Chemistry in which bucket? A. This physics in which bucket? C. Chemistry in which bucket? D. Hope this is clear so far.
Yes.
So we have segregated these subjects in their corresponding buckets. Clear? Okay. After that, aggregation. In bucket A, how many records are there? 2. Bucket C, how many records are there? 1. Bucket D, how many records are there? 1. So finally, what engine will do? It will display in bucket A, you have 2 records. In bucket C, you have 1 record. In bucket D, you have 1 record. So these are the name and here concept. Is this clear to everyone so far? Yes, no?
Yes.
You all understood, right? So this will be the name and count of subject. When you are telling to the sequence that I want having count of subject equals to, we are telling I want to apply filter on count of subject and it should be 2. So this is the only one which is satisfying the condition. So this should be the output and that is why you are getting A when you executed this query in the output, right? It was A. So is this query execution clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right? But still, I am telling the output is correct. A is the correct output. But this query is incorrect. That is what? Technically, query is incorrect, but functionally, output is correct. Output is A. This query is giving me output A, but I am telling this query is incorrect. Can anyone tell me why I am telling this query is incorrect?
Because we have hard coded the number of subject equal to 2.
No. See, one thing. This is not hard coding. Why? Because in the what I can say, in your question itself it will mention no, that you want physics and chemistry 2 subjects. Okay, so that is not hard coding. That suppose if in the question they have mentioned I want the details of a student whose name is John. So of course you have to hard code John in the query, right? That is not hard coding. That is mentioned in the question. In which scenario this query will fail?
If table have more than 2 subjects.
Yes, sir. If there is
Good.
a
That is one use. Let me show you. Suppose I have here have here one more record. Okay. This is student 5. This is 5. His name is E. His name is E. And this is history. And this is geography. And this is suppose 95 and this is 90. Let me include this to record as well. So now in the student table, you have a student 5 and who has scored in history and geography 95 and 90. Now I have a question for you. Will you give the consistency award to student E?
No.
Why not?
In the question they clearly mention those student who has
Good.
physics and chemistry.
Perfect. In the question, they clearly mentioned, boss, I will consider physics and chemistry only. Maybe to the science students only they are giving this award now. Right? Got it? So student E will not get this award, although he has scored 85 in both the subjects. Is this clear or not? Now I'm executing this query. Now tell me, is this output correct? As per this output, I have to give award to student E actually. Do you think this is correct?
No.
Is this clear? Come on, guys. Clear? One scenario where this will be. Now here you cannot tell that Tanvir, but we have shown this data only. No? I have told this multiple times even in my ETL batch. If you're working in a project, are you sure what type of data you're getting, you're going to get tomorrow from the source team? Do you have any idea about that? You never know that, correct? So you cannot code just with the assumption that Tanvir, today this is the data. You cannot tell your client that today I have coded based on the today's data, whatever data we have received so far. No. As a data engineer, data analyst, and ETL tester, you must be having that vision that down the line you can get duplicate data, you can get null, you can get multiple files. Your query must be able to handle those scenarios. And that is the reason many times software engineers they get issues in production. One of the reasons. This is clear to everyone? That is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there is one more scenario where this query will fail. Let me show you that. Suppose I have a student 6 here, 3 to 6. This is it. This is it. This is physics. Now tell me, will you give consistency about to student 6?
No.
Why? He has scored 85, greater than 85 in physics. No?
Yeah,
Why?
duplicate values.
But chemistry is not there, right?
Yes.
He has scored only in physics. Maybe for chemistry he was absent, right? And this is a duplicate record. Now let me execute this query. Is that clear? To ask for this query, I have to give consistency award to A, F, and E. But E and F are not eligible for this award because E has scored greater than 85. I agree. But in which subject? History and geography. But in question, it is mentioned clearly I want physics and chemistry. Okay? Why not F? Because by mistake, the data is duplicate. Someone has got a duplicate data. Now here you cannot claim that, okay, I'm not responsible for this because this was the data. Is that clear? So why this query is not correct? Hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Could you
Yes.
please adjust your mic, sir? Background noises came.
Background noise. Is everyone getting background noise? Oh, my voice is too low, I think.
Yes, voice was too low, Tanvi.
Oh, how is it now?
It's fine. No.
Fine. Okay. Are you getting background noise?
Yes, there is some kind of disturbance I'm getting.
How is it now?
It is good, sir.
Fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if still you're facing background noise. Although there's no background noise, but let me know. Okay. So this is clear, or do you want me to repeat, guys?
This is clear.
This is
Clear,
clear. Okay. Then next solution. Someone has provided next solution. I don't want to jump into the solution only directly. Okay, but you should know if a query is not working, what is the reason. From that, actually, we learn more. Now, this is the next solution someone has provided. Okay. I will execute this. Invalid relation operator. Say dot is missing here. Let me execute now. A dot is student ID. D is missing here. Okay. Now, as per this query, A and E are the output. Do you think this is the correct output?
No.
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 Why? Because again, it has given for E. So what is missing in this question, in this solution?
Physics and chemistry
Physics
comparison.
and chemistry subject is not mentioned.
Correct. Here you have mentioned that A dot subject greater than B dot subject. So even if you have history, geography, it will consider it. And that's why it has given for A and E. So in this, you have to explicitly mention that, or instead of this greater than, now do one thing. This is your student table. Keep this here. This is the student table. Okay, what I will do, I will take one copy of this. And this is another copy of this. This is a student A. And suppose this is A dot student ID. A dot name. A dot subject. A dot marks. And similarly, this is student B. And this is your B dot student ID. B dot name. Marks. B dot subject. And B dot marks. Okay. Now, suppose if you have, if we are considering this first record, student A. So for student A, this is the marks of physics. This we have, right? Now suppose if I display your data in such a way that you have this physics marks 90, and then I will display the chemistry marks here. Suppose this is the chemistry marks 95 for student A. Suppose I am displaying both the marks in the same row, physics marks as well as chemistry marks. Then how this will help you? Suppose this is the physics marks and this is the chemistry marks. Then how this question will help you? This is student ID. This is name. This is subject. And this is also subject. Suppose if we are doing something in this query and if we are able to display both physics and chemistry in the same row, then what will happen? We will write a query like this. Select a star from table. Okay, suppose this is a student table where physics marks greater than 85 and chemistry marks greater than 85. We can write this condition. It will check both the conditions, right? So that is the challenge in this query, in this question. Think that how you can display both physics and chemistry marks in the same row. What you will do? So what I will do, first of all, from this student A and student B, I will search those records where the student ID is same, because we have to compare for the same student, right? So in this query, what I will do, I will write a new query here. I'll write select A dot student ID, comma A dot name, comma A dot subject, comma A dot marks. And similarly, I will extract all the columns from table B as well. So I have told you multiple times, when you are just starting to learn joins, pull all the columns from both the tables. If you have 4 or 5 columns, then obviously if you have more than 20 columns or 10 columns, it will become hectic. So this is student A, join student B. Now do one thing, just join both the tables based on the student ID and check the output. Just keep this one alone. So let me execute this query. Oh, sorry. Now this is the output. Now tell me one thing. From this data, if I'm considering only student A, which record you want? This is physics marks
Second or
90.
third row.
Either second or third. Why? Because this is the one which will give me physics and chemistry. This will give me chemistry marks. This will give me physics marks. This will give me physics marks. This will give me chemistry marks. But if I'm considering this one, this is of no use because here both are same subjects, right? Physics, physics. If I'm considering this one, they both are same chemistry, chemistry, right? Is that clear? So that's why in this case, what we will do, we will tell to the SQL engine that from the first table, select physics, and from the second table, select chemistry. Got it? Or from the first table, select chemistry, from second table, select physics. So now see, I will add this condition as well here, and a dot. My voice is audible clearly, everyone? Are you getting still background noise?
No,
Yeah,
sir,
clear,
it's clear.
Tanvi.
Clear? Okay. I will write here a dot subject equals physics and b dot subject equals chemistry, or you can do the other way around also. A dot subject equals chemistry and b dot subject equals physics. Okay, now let me execute. Now see how I'm proceeding step by step. This is how you should try to write the query. Now see, I got this output. Now what you understood, see just one logic we have given and we have filtered the huge volume of data. Now for student A, I have both physics and chemistry in the same row, correct? Similarly for B, I have physics and chemistry in the same. For D, I have physics and chemistry in the same row. Why I don't have any record for C? Any idea?
C only has physics number.
Because C has only physics. C doesn't have chemistry. So this is ruled out. That's why you're not getting C. Why I don't have E and F? Same reason. E has history, geography. F has only physics, physics. Is this query clear to everyone? Hope this
Yes,
is
sir.
clear. Okay.
Yes.
Now what we will do, we have to apply filter that this should be greater than 85 and this should be greater than 85, correct? Now then you add this condition that I want and this marks is coming from table A. So A dot marks greater than 85 and B dot marks greater than 85. Now check the output. Is this clear? You got the student A details, physics 90, chemistry 95. If you have to display only name, remove all these columns and just keep A dot name. Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Understood? So you can solve using this method as well. Any question? If you want, you can use CT as well here. That is also one of the technique. Then one more solution has been provided here.
Sorry to
What
interrupt
is-
you, Tanvir. We
Ah,
can
yeah.
also use the condition according to the name column, right? We can also put name column in after joining
Here? Here?
here. Yeah.
Good. You can use name as well. But whenever you join two tables, and if you have option of using a number which is of a column, which is of number data type, then that is
Okay.
more preferred because it is good from performance.
Got it.
Okay, good question you have asked, and this is for everyone. Whenever you are joining two tables, and if there is any scope to join two tables based on a column which has number data type or integer data type, then you have to refer it. That is good from performance perspective. Because whenever engine filters something or matches something which is of number data type, engine does it very quickly as compared to characters or alphabets. Hope this is clear.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Tanvir.
Okay, no problem. Okay, then this is also one of the solution. This is solution 3. And this is solution 2. Now, This solution, let me execute this. You're getting the correct output. Is this solution correct, or you can find any issues here? Is this correct solution?
Yes, correct.
Yes, it is correct. So see, if you compare solution 3 and solution 1, now which was the solution 1? This was the solution 1, no? Now you compare. That is why I always tell, don't only focus on getting the output that, okay, I got the solution. No, always compare why my query is not working, what I'm missing. Now in this query, the limitation of this query, we have fixed in this query. What was the first limitation? When I added history and geography, that was one of the reasons this query was failing, correct? So that we have handled here. We are telling, please consider only physics and chemistry. Got it? Then this query has failed. I have shown you that if there is a duplicate record, it will fail. Then how we handle it? We have written that distinct count of distinct subjects should be 2. So automatically the duplicate will be removed. So this query, we have the issues in this query we have rectified by using this one condition here and this another condition of count of distinct subject equals 2. So these 3 solutions we have. Then you can solve this using lead and lag as well. Okay, you want me to show you that lead and lag?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so but in lead and lag, then okay, let me show you lead and lag. That is very interesting. Student ID. Oh, sorry, I have written here. Student ID, name, comma, subject, comma, marks from student, where subject in physics, chemistry. So first of all, what I am doing, I am filtering the physics and chemistry only. Okay. Now I will keep this in a CT expression. So now in this CT1, what you have? You have this data. Let me copy this. So in this CT1 query, you have this particular data. Now let me show you how we can solve this using window function. I've shown you that we have solved it using joins and aggregate function count. Let's try to solve it using window function and CT expression. Now same thing I will do, nothing new. This logic only I will try to implement. I will just try to keep physics and chemistry both in the same row. That is the main intention I'm trying to do here. Okay. So if I want to keep physics and chemistry in the same row, let's take this one. So what I have to do, if I'm considering this record of A, so if I want to keep both in the same row, so it means I have to shift this chemistry marks here, no? Correct? That is the meaning, right? I need to shift this 95 here, correct? I need to shift this 85 here. So where you're shifting, in which direction? Upward direction. And to shift in upward direction, which keyword we use? Lead, correct? So we will write here student ID, comma, name, comma, subject, comma, marks. This is coming from that CT table. Then you will tell SQL engine that please lead. Which column you want to lead? Marks column. By how many positions? 1 positions, right? Over partition by. Partition by what? Student ID, because I want to shift this for each and every student ID separately. So I will write here partition by student ID. In order by I will write, I want in this particular sequence, first physics and then chemistry, then only chemistry will be shifted. So this is which order? Descending or ascending?
Order by
Descending.
subject descending.
Correct. Order by subject descending and give this alias as LD. Okay. Or this is actually chemistry marks. So give this alias as chemistry marks. Okay. And this is the marks of physics. Keep it as physics marks. Now execute this query. Now see, physics is 90. This chemistry marks 95 is shifted here. Let me show you here. This is the query and this is the output. So what we have done here, physics marks for this student A, this physics marks is 90, 95 is shifted here. Got it? Similarly, if you will check for B, physics marks is 80, chemistry marks 85. With the help of this lead function, we shifted this 85 here because this is the task of lead function to shift something in upward direction. If you remember, we have covered this in each and every batch. Shift this in upward direction by one position because I've written one here. Partition by student ID. So it will shift it within each and every partition separately. So it will create each and every partition for a student ID and it will shift it. Order by subject descending. So physics, chemistry, physics, chemistry. This is having physics only. This is having chemistry only. This is having physics only. Okay, so now you can apply the filter. This you have done. Now keep it in another CT, comma CT2 as. Now then you can write here, select name from CT2, where this one, this is the physics marks. This should be greater than 85. And this is the chemistry marks. They should also be greater than 85. So now let's check the output. A and F both is coming Y, F is coming here. Okay, ordered by physics and chemistry. Okay, it has shifted this physics marks as well here because chemistry is not there. There's a duplicate. Okay, because here is a duplicate, it has considered it both. No, then you cannot solve this because this physics also it has shifted here. It has considered that this is the value, it has shifted here. Then what you have to do here, you have to apply one more condition, that having count of distinct subject greater than 1. Okay, then that will be filtered out. Now see here, I will write name subject marks is there, no? Then you have to add one more condition, having count of distinct subject greater than 1. Then this duplicate will be removed from here and you'll get only for A, B, C, and D. Okay, is that clear? And I have solved this for lead. You can solve this for lag as well. Okay, here I have tried lead order by subject descending. You can try subject ascending. So chemistry will be at top, physics will be shifted here. Any question? Any question, anyone?
Like, how can we solve, like, we need to give a filter condition, right? If you use a group by, how can we restrict the duplicate in this thing?
This duplicate F1, right?
Mm.
Okay. Two methods are there. To keep it very separate, what you can do. First of all, you write a query here that I want select student ID from student group by the student ID having count of distinct subject greater than 1. And then also write here where subject in physics, chemistry. So that if there is any other subject, it will not consider it. Maybe if you have chemistry or whatever. No, this already you have given the filter there, no? So you can remove it. This is not required. Because you are given this condition here, you want physics and chemistry only, correct? So now this will give only those records where you don't have duplicate. So 1 to 54 you will get because they don't have duplicate. Now, when you are applying filter here, you add one more condition here and the student ID in. It means you want only those student IDs which has appeared in this subject and who doesn't have any duplicate value. You keep this query here. Is this clear? So this will give you only those students who don't have any duplicate records. You got ABD. Okay. Now you apply this condition on top of it. You got A as an output. I know this is little bit hectic if you're trying to solve using lead or lag. Okay, but yes, when you're trying to solve the question in the beginning, don't worry about the performance. You just have to think that I have to solve the question using all the possible ways. Then similarly, what you can do, take it as a homework. I have written order by subject descending now. Make it order by subject ascending. Okay, then instead of lead, use lag. Then write order by subject descending, then again order by subject ascending. So you will get 4 solutions from this lead lag only. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, then
Okay. And then you can solve this using pivot as well. Pivot as well you can solve. What you have to do, you have to this physics and chemistry, you have to bring that in 2 columns. That will be more easier than this. You have to bring that in 2 separate columns, and then for each and every student it will give you the marks of that, and from that you can execute it. Maybe in the next session we can discuss that, or maybe I will share the query. Okay, fine. Then any question, anyone? Hope you understood. Now see, from this discussion, don't only think that okay, I got the solution. Understand that okay, how Tanveer has approached the question, the different solutions. If a solution is not working, what is the reason? Okay, and that is where the interviewers will try to confuse you. They will give you simple data, and when you will write the query, they will tell that no, this query is incorrect, and you will think that oh, I got the output, but still why this is incorrect? It is because you don't have visualized the data. If you have duplicate, what will happen in all the scenarios? Fine then, guys. Thank you. I will share the recording of this. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please share
Thank you.
the pivot
Yeah,
solution in the.
Thank you.
Sure, sure. We'll share the recording and solution as well. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.